Hi, second grade. We're gonna get ready to do some math here. And I want you to get out your math page 272. Looks like this, has turtles on it. And we are going to talk about division of twos. Okay, but before we do that, we are gonna do a little bit of reviewing, okay? And the first thing we're gonna review is place value. I have a chart here I'm putting down. The first thing we're gonna do is place value. Now, hopefully you can see my numbers. There's a little bit of glare, but I can't turn off the lights. The first thing we're gonna do is place value. So I have a number here, and it's 23,459. Now remember, we have the ones house, the tens house, the hundreds house. Make sure you see those numbers. The thousands house and the 10,000s house. Okay, so if you want to get out a scrap piece of paper and write these numbers down, you can go ahead and do that now. You can pause the video because I want you to circle the numbers that I say. Okay, so go get something to write on. You're only writing down these three numbers, so it doesn't need to be a big piece of paper. Okay, so once you get those numbers written down, 23,000, comma, don't forget comma dog, 459. Okay, so the first one I want you to do is, let me see, I want you to circle the number in the tens house. Okay, so circle the number in the tens house, 23,459. Okay, the next number I want you to write down is 28,510. And don't forget your comma dog. Hopefully you can see it. Hopefully you can see that. Okay, that's 28,510. And the last number is 19,803. 19,803. Okay, and there's a comma. Okay. Okay, so in this first number, you were circling the digit in the tens place. The second number, I want you to circle the digit in the hundreds place. Okay, or the hundreds house. And this last digit, I want you to circle the number that's in the thousands house. Okay, so this number, tens, hundreds, thousands. So go ahead and do that. And hopefully for this one, 23,459, the number in the tens house was the 5. Hopefully you got that right. 28,510, the number in the hundreds house is another 5. And for this one, 19,803, the number in the thousands house was the 3. No, just kidding. Making sure you're paying attention. No, it was the number in the nines house. Okay? All right, very good. Hopefully you got those all right. I'm going to leave those up there for a minute so you can double check your work. And I'm going to give you a listening skills question, so you can also use your scrap paper for this. Okay, let me get my book so I can read it to you. Okay, Mrs. Williams' students made a national park display. The girls brought 4 pictures and the boys brought 12 pictures. How many pictures were in the display? Okay, so you can go ahead and rewind that if you need to again. So the girls brought 4, the boys brought 12. So on your piece of paper, you should have written 4 plus 12. And hopefully you got the answer 16. Yay! Okay, here's another listening. Now this is money. Okay, so pay attention because money can be hard sometimes. Eric bought a stuffed alligator at the Everglades gift store. He spent 3 $1 bills, 3 quarters, and 1 dime. How much money did the stuffed animal cost? Now this one I'm going to write down for you. If I can find my eraser. Hold on, I'll be right back. Found it. Okay, I'm going to erase all this. Okay, and the story problem said that Eric spent 3 $1 bills, one, okay? And he also spent 3 quarters. Each quarter is worth 25. There are my quarters. And then 1 dime, okay? And 1 dime is 10 cents. So if you need to draw that on your paper, that's what it would have looked like, okay? So I have $1, $2, $3. So I'm going to write my answer down here. Don't forget your dollar sign. $3, decimal point, and let's count our money. 25 plus another 25 is 50, plus another 75. But then we have a dime. So now I got to start counting by tens. So 75 plus my dime is 85 cents. So hopefully that was the answer that you got. $3.85. And you have to be able to write it correctly. So make sure you have your dollar sign, decimal point. Okay? All right, good job, everybody. Now I'm going to erase this, and we're going to start talking about subtraction of 2 subtractions. Okay? All right. And I have my chart here that is usually hanging up on the wall, but you guys can't see it because you're not here. So sad. Okay, here we go. We're going to do the 2 division table right now, okay? We're going to do it together. All right, ready? Where am I? Over here. 0 divided by 2, 0. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 4 divided by 2 equals 2. 6 divided by 2 equals 3. 8 divided by 2 equals 4. 10 divided by 2 equals 5. 12 divided by 2 equals 6. 14 divided by 2 equals 7. 16 divided by 2 equals 8. 18 divided by 2 equals 9. 20 divided by 2 equals 10. 22 divided by 2 equals 11. 24 divided by 2 equals 12. Okay, good job. And I don't know if you noticed, but dividing by 2 is just like cutting a number right in half. Okay? And on a math paper you had, I think last week, you were taking half of numbers. That was getting you ready for division of 2s. Okay? So if you look on your paper, page 272 with all the turtles on the top, it says there are 12 turtles. Okay? And they're putting each turtle into groups that have 2 in each group. Okay? So we have 12 turtles, and we're dividing them into groups that have 2 each. So that means there are 6 groups of turtles. Okay? And then it shows you here, you can write the division sentence each way. Okay? 12 divided by 2 equals 6. And you can also use it with that little square. Remember that little square? Okay, so you can write it both ways. Okay? But I'm going to show you division. I got some cats here, and I might have to lean down a little bit. This is my, my hair keeps getting in my eye. This is my felt board, and I decided to use cats, okay? I have 10 cats here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I want to give each one of my friends 2 cats, okay? So how that looks like, if I wrote out the math sentence, is 10, I have 10 cats, and I want to divide, I want to give everybody 2 cats. So how many people can I give cats to? We're going to find out, okay? So I'm going to move my cats around. Okay, there's 2 cats. There's 2 cats. Move these guys over. There's 2 cats. There's 2 cats. And I'm going to leave these guys over here. So how many groups of 2 cats do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 10 divided by 2 equals 5. So that means if I have 10 of something and put them into groups of 2, I'm left with 5 groups. Okay? So let's do it again with, let's see, put all my cats back together. Let's do those cats. Oh, my hair is, okay. And I'm going to erase this because we're going to do a new math sentence, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So I have 6 cats, and again, I want to put them into groups of 2. Okay, so that means dividing by 2. Okay, so let's see how many groups I have after I do that. There's a group of 2. There's a group of 2. And there's a group of 2. Okay? So I have 1, 2, 3 groups. So 6 divided by 2 is 3. I look like I'm standing funny because I have to bend down a little bit. So the other thing I want to show you guys is 1/2 of 6 equals 3. Can you see that okay? You guys have been doing it this way already. 1/2 of numbers, 1/2 of 6 equals 3. That's the exact same thing as 6 divided by 2 equals 3. Okay, we're gonna do one more groups of cats, and then you're gonna go ahead and do your paper. Okay, let's put all my cats back together here, and then I'm gonna add more cats. Here's some cats, some more cats. Okay. All right, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cats. And I'm dividing them into groups of 2. 2. Remember, we're dividing by 2. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. There's a group. There's a group. There's a group, and we're going to leave these guys here. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 groups. 8 divided by 2 equals 4. All right, I want you to get your page, and I want you to do the top of your page, number 1. You guys should be able to do that, okay? And then also, number 2, it says divide by 2 to find each answer. A cup is a half of a pint. Now we're going to do the first ones together, because this might look a little difficult at first, okay? So they want to know, A says 18 cups equals how many pints? Okay, and it says a cup is 1/2 of a pint. So we're going to be dividing this number in half, or by 2. So this is the same thing as 18 divided by 2, or 1/2 of 18. Okay, and if you need to go back to your chart, I actually posted these charts. If you need to go back to your charts, look, 18 divided by 2 equals 9. 9. Okay, that's the first one. Let me do another one with you. B, 16 cups equals how many pints? Okay, and you're doing the same thing. 16 divided by 2, or 1/2 of 16. Okay? And hopefully you got the number 8. And you can reference back to your multiplication chart that I sent to you guys if you need to. And hopefully if you can print it out also from the computer, I would recommend doing that also. So I want you to go ahead and finish number 2 on that page. And number 3 is a review of borrowing with all the zeros. And remember, you can't skip houses, okay? So do your best with that, and I will see you next time. Okay, thanks. And if you do have problems with this, please comment on the on RenWeb, okay? All right, miss you guys. Bye.